Welcome back to The Last Boot, the channel where football is more than a game. It is emotion. It is history. It is the human story behind every goal and every heartbreak. I am so glad you are here today. If you are new here, please subscribe and join the Last Boot family. We are growing every single day and I do not want you to miss a single story. There are footballers. And then there is Ronaldo. Not the one with the trophies and the Instagram followers. The other one. The real one. The one they simply called the phenomenon. Because when Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima stepped onto a football pitch, something happened that science cannot fully explain. Defenders froze. Goalkeepers panicked. Crowds fell silent before they erupted. And everyone knew they were watching something that would never come again. This is his story. Ronaldo was born on the 22nd of September 1976 in Bento Ribeiro, one of the poorest neighborhoods on the outskirts of Rio de Janeiro. He grew up with almost nothing. No money. No comfort. No safety net. But he had a ball. And he had feet that seemed connected to something beyond ordinary human ability. He was playing professional football by the age of 16. By 17 he was at Cruzeiro, scoring goals with a frequency that made scouts across Europe sit up and take notice. By 18 he was at PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands. By 19 he was at Barcelona. 19 years old. And already the most exciting footballer on the planet. At Barcelona under Johan Cruyff and then Bobby Robson, Ronaldo was simply unstoppable. He scored 47 goals in 49 appearances. He won the Copa del Rey. He won the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup. He was named FIFA World Player of the Year. At 19. But it was at the 1998 World Cup in France where the world truly fell in love and then had its heart broken by Ronaldo. Brazil reached the final. Ronaldo was the best player in the tournament. And then on the day of the final against the host nation France, something happened that nobody has ever fully explained. Ronaldo suffered a convulsive fit in the team hotel hours before kickoff. He was taken to hospital. His name was initially left off the team sheet. Then mysteriously it was put back on. He played. But he was not there. Not really. The electricity was gone. France won 3-0. And Ronaldo wandered the pitch like a ghost of himself. To this day nobody knows exactly what happened in that hotel room. The medical reports were vague. The explanations were conflicting. It remains one of football's greatest and most heartbreaking mysteries. But Ronaldo was not finished. Not even close. In 1999 came the injuries. First his knee. Then his knee again. Then his knee a third time. 3 major surgeries. 2 years of his career essentially stolen from him. People wrote him off. Pundits said he was done. That the body had given up what the talent had promised. They were wrong. Because in 2002 Ronaldo came back. To the World Cup in Japan and South Korea. And what he did there was not just a football story. It was a resurrection. He scored 8 goals. He was unstoppable once again. The pace, the power, the finishing, that iconic step over that left defender's grasping at air. Brazil won the World Cup. And Ronaldo, who had been written off as finished just months before, lifted the trophy and wept. He scored both goals in the final against Germany. The man they said was broken. The man they said would never be the same. He was not the same. He was better. Ronaldo finished his career with 62 goals in 98 appearances for Brazil. He won 2 World Cups. He was FIFA World Player of the Year 3 times. But statistics never captured what Ronaldo truly was. He was joy. Pure, electric, unfair joy on a football pitch. He was the player who made you lean forward in your seat without knowing why. The player whose next touch always felt like it might be something you had never seen before. And most of the time it was. There is a famous quote from Pelé about Ronaldo. He said, "Ronaldo is the greatest player I have ever seen." From Pelé. Let that sit for a moment. The phenomenon. The most naturally gifted striker who ever lived. A boy from the favelas of Rio who carried an entire sport on his shoulders and made it look like the most beautiful game in the world. He was not just a footballer. He was proof that talent, will, and something close to magic can come from anywhere. From nothing. From the streets of Bento Ribeiro. From a boy with a ball and feet connected to something the rest of us will never fully understand. That is it for today's story on The Last Boot. If this video moved you, please give it a big thumbs up. Share this with every football fan you know. Hit subscribe and join the Last Boot family. See you in the next video. Until then, keep the passion alive.